Hello everyone, let's learn how to read an option chain in 5 minutes. Here you had an example of Amazon. In the option chain, you have calls here on the left and puts on the right. Strike price in the middle, and then all the rest that we're just gonna discuss quickly. So let's start with what we have on the left and what we have on the right. So a call option is here on the left, and it benefits when the stock price goes up, and most of you know that. A put option instead benefits when the stock price goes down. So you're not buying the stock itself when you open an option chain, you're buying a contract that is tied to the price of the underlying stock. Now, in the middle here, you can see the strike price. Every row has a strike price. The strike price is the price level where the option gets its value at expiration. For a call option, the stock needs to be above the strike price, and for a put option, the stock needs to be below the strike price at expiration. The strike price defines how close or far the option is from the current stock price, which directly affects its cost and risk. Now, let's go to the bid and ask spread. You see this on both sides, bid and ask. Now, the bid is what the buyers are willing to pay, and then ask is what the sellers want. When you buy, you pay the ask, and when you sell, you receive the bid. A small difference between the bid and the ask means that the option is liquid and easier to trade. That's what you want to see usually in an option chain. Now let's talk about the Greeks. Here you have 3, delta, vega, and theta. Delta shows you how much the option price moves when the stock moves $1. You can see here 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. So a high delta means that the option reacts much more to a change in price of the underlying stock. The theta is the time decay, is the reason why your options are losing value even if the stock doesn't move. So measuring time decay tells you how much value the option loses each day just because the time passes. And the vega is showing us how sensitive the option is to changes in volatility. So if the volatility goes up, the options become more expensive because the number adds. And if volatility goes down, the option loses value because the number subtracts. Now, let's check other 2 very important columns. They are the option open interest and the volume. The volume shows you exactly how many contracts are traded today, the very day that you're looking at the option chain. And the option interest shows how many contracts are currently open. If you see high numbers in both volume and option open interest, there's better liquidity and there's an easier execution of this option. So that's what you want to see. For example, here you see you have like big open interest and good enough volume. Especially around at the money strikes. But if you open the option chain and see that this number are very low, like 3, 5, 10, that's not enough, and you want to avoid to put on trades with very low volume and option open interest. So when you open an option chain, you need to only focus on the strike, the bid and the ask, and also remember always trying to shave the spread, which means always get a midpoint between the bid and an ask. That's where you want to be. Check if the option interest and volume are enough, and the related Greeks. We'll go more in depth in this concept, but these are the basics and all you need to know about option chains to start.